Hello and welcome to episode 4 of Mashinky. We are going to be recovering from our slight mishap with the replace tool. I've got some ideas on that, and we'll visit those as we've got a few more tokens to burn. However, until then, we're just going to plow on and make sure that we can produce those tokens. As promised, I have built us another complete setup for... at the moment, it's just wood production. We've got to wait to get some lumber tokens back. So once we've got those back, I will build us the coal train, the new coal train that's going to run out here, which is okay. We've got a bit of time. I have upgraded the forest near here. Also, interesting thing I noticed. We're just going to let it play, earn some money. We're a bit behind the times now, thanks to our little hiccup. A touch unfortunate. But bugs are going to happen. It is early access. You have to remember that. And Jan, I say he, but Jan probably didn't foresee someone like me coming along and trying to build a consist. I don't think that's how that works. I think you only just replace the trains you want to replace. As trains in Mashinky do not have wear and tear at the moment. I don't know whether they will. So that would make sense that you don't try and recreate the consist. You just select which ones you want replacing. Right, and obviously if they're the same, there seems to be an issue where it just permanently replaces the train. That's what I figured so far. More testing will be done. Now this sawmill, it's an interesting one. It supplies a lumber token. It might be a bonus for the distance, as you do get bonuses for the depending on the closest toolworks, as it would be for a lumber mill. I've chosen the closest toolworks, which is this one. Now, unlike passenger services, you have to go to the closest one. I mean, you can go to further ones away, but you won't get the bonus for that one. You'll only get the bonus for what is the closest. So this one. Unlike passengers, where you could maybe skip Toledo, for instance, and go to Anaheim from Milwaukee. So just bear that in mind on your own playthroughs. This might change throughout the lifespan of Mashinky's early access. But that's how it stands now. I'm fairly sure it hasn't changed. Okay, so our trains are running. Money isn't a problem. Deforestation. We've got to get this one moving soon. I can't remember the date. It is 1934. Yeah, we're going to have to get that moving. What I did do is I've built the station, so at least it's supplying the station with logs. So when we start moving them, we shouldn't have too much of an issue there. The capacity is only going to be 200, so we're going to have to do that today. I would like to do it today. Where is the closest sawmill? It's there, isn't it? Yeah. That looks like it. Barring... well, we could use the one we're already using. There's an idea. Which is closer? I don't know. What would be nice, right, if you clicked on this and it tells you where the nearest sawmill was. Now, given that we could take logs down here to our active lumber mill, which would be kind of cool, we'd have to upgrade... First off, we'd have to upgrade the sawmill. I keep calling it a lumber mill. It's not. It's a sawmill. I'm just making up names. We do have a lot of money, but how crazy is this going to be? It's a bit mountainous, or hilly. I would say hilly. They're not really mountains, are they? I feel like this is the thing. Barring counting every single square from as the crow flies, that's how it's calculated. And to here, where is it? Where's the other one? Is that the other one? Yeah, I'm going to go with the one that's active. I didn't actually plan that, I'll be honest. So it's a little fortunate that that's what's happening for us right now. Yes, I think we should pause it while we build this, because time is ticking, and we don't want it to be ticking while we're naggling this in. And it's going to be a mission, isn't it? It's going to be a major, serious mission. Do we want our trains held up here? I don't think it matters, because unless we're like piling trains on, it's not going to be an issue, is it? We might have to do something about this junction though, looking at it. I would like us to scoot back out this way So we'll get rid of this one. And what we can do then is have this as a lovely chain signal. So we'll do that as well. So that this signal is stopping trains from entering this crazy junction we're about to do. Given the frequency of everything out here, I would like to just go straight over. So this train that's going to be heading this way is going to be requiring chain signals. Oh no, we should just be able to get away with it with a block signal there and then a chain signal there. That way both of these will remain red until this section is clear and our train is left over there, because we're going to have to flood this route with trains. This one can just be normal blocking, don't mind that. It looks scary, doesn't it? It always makes me worry a little bit when signals are that close. Okay, so this is where we're going to be joining our existing line. Again, I don't think we need to worry about chain. Come on, you're just clicking on signals here. We don't need to worry about chain signals there. Well, we should be absolutely fine. I kind of wouldn't mind these being chain signals, because this is a bit short, isn't it? No, we'll be fine because we've got small trains. We can always adjust it should we ever need to. We will need to build larger trains eventually. Shall we just plough all the way through here? I don't mind these mountains. Hills. They are hills, aren't they? But there's something to be said aesthetically. Look how long this route is. This train is going to take years to get down here. We might not do this. This is a tad unfortunate. I don't know whether there was any way I could have figured out the deforestation. Probably. I bet it had the upgrades already. Well, you live and learn. We'll just live with it. Choices were made. Can we do it? It's going to be a bit of a challenge, right? We're going to have to spend a small fortune. We'll go on some of these hills. It's not really costing as much, is it, to head this way? Now, where do we want to go? Do we want a nice scenic... I feel like this is the way to go past, isn't it? Just here. And I don't mind it being... some of it being single track at least. Now, what we need to do is head up to this track here. That's going right over a massive hill. Could we scoot up this way? Find a place where we can go up this hill sideways. Well, which we can't. So, maybe not. Maybe that is the best bet for us. If we take that into consideration, then let's make us a cutting. Not a big one, or maybe a big one. Should we go for a nice cutting, like one of these? It's pricey, but it might look cool for a train journey if I put that in the right place. I have. Look at that. That was some eyeballing, weren't it? Right, we're going to come out there. I might have dug a bit too much of a trench there. Never mind. Right, over to there. We are not connected. What is that? What are you doing, Grand? That was awful. Right, get rid of that. Now, how are we going to deal with this side? Something I didn't really think about. Get in there. Could we just have this as a single track now, or should we... Do you know, it would be nice, wouldn't it, to have a single track there? I like that. We're a bit bumpy here, but I don't mind it. And then what we can do is some sort of split into double track in places. Now, how do you make this another cutting? Not cutting. We'll just take a bit of this hill out. For me, things like removing bits of a hill are also aesthetically pleasing. Not just for efficiency and preventing too many climbs. I like the look of them too. Alright, so we're going there. We could, because this is all nice and flat, after this section here, we can then split off, I think, into double track land. Yeah, and that's going to look the part, isn't it? Then we'd like to do a bit of terraforming. I don't think we're going to worry about the money, personally. Would that do it? What did I do there? Is that fine? Except for that bit. Let's get rid of that. Get rid of this. Wait, what's that actually doing? No, that's fine. You're being a bit too fussy now. Let's remove that. So yeah, it's not expensive, is it? We'll go all the way through here. Unnecessary bumps. Or do I? No, I kind of do. Oh goodness me, that's the journey. Could we do that then instead? The pause always makes me worry a little bit. We'll go over that. We'll have some variation. I like that. That's a nice route, isn't it? We've got just a small section of single track where we're going to play with some chain signals and see if we can make that work. Okay, so we'll need a chain signal entering this section of track from both sides. Have I put that the right side? You absolutely did not. It's that one. This one would be standard blocking. Or would it? No, I wouldn't mind that being another chain signal. We don't really want trains sitting in there, do we? We're going to have then this as a chain signal and that, and we want them to leave the first block. We could have, here's a bit risky, we could have a double one there, both ways. I'm not sure how that will work. We'll have a look at that. Technically, what I think will happen is if one way is busier than the other, then it will allow two trains to go through while one waits. That's how I think that will work. Whether it will, who knows. Let's auto signal the rest then. And that should be what we need. That's the only chain signaling we need to do, I hope. Right, there we go. This block here should be enough for our trains to go through. And we'll do the same up here. Did I do it? Is that put it? Oh, okay, it's put it. I didn't hear it. It didn't make the... It stopped making the noise. Why are you not making it? Is it because it's off screen? Maybe. Right, and what do we have up here? This is going to be ridiculous. We really need some fast trains on here. It might be worth purchasing the Baldwin for this run, considering it's a quest. Now, to me, this signal might be... No, that might be okay. Do we think that should be a... No, it shouldn't be a chain signal. You're overthinking it. Okay. We're good. I feel like we should build a new depot up here. The reason being is I want them to start shifting this stuff and not be sat waiting. Given the direction, let's build it over this side. In fact, because you are a quest we need to do, are not going to get connection there. Maybe here. It's going to be in the forest, but who cares? We'll put it like that. And that should be enough for us. 87. Lovely jubbly. Right. Let's get us some signals on here. Just so we don't block anything. On the main line. We could have one there, but I think we'll be fine. It's just a depot. Engines. Let's go for the Baldwin. Because everything else about this train is going to be expensive to run. But as you can see, 47 miles an hour. We do not want to go overweight with this. I'd rather have more trains and spend more money on running them. Another option is we could double head it so that we can carry more at once. That is something I would consider for such a massive journey. It is huge. It is such a long journey. I've not really played with double headers, so shall we experiment together? I mean, I've already pretty much set us back no end. It's going to cost us 40 to double head this train. That's not double heading though. That's created two separate trains. If we go into here, can we... There we go. Now you're double headed. So what we have here... Oh, it does all the math for you. Jan, you're amazing. Thank you. I mean, we're already 2.23 long, but we're going to fill this train up weight-wise. We can go up to 449 ton as we've got dual locos on the front wagons. So how many of these can we fit on? I mean, we don't have to worry about it yet. We're going to be over length, so time to load is going to be slower, but that's not what we need to worry about. We should be able to carry quite a lot. I mean, we're super over length So we may need to keep an eye on our signals. Oh, here we go. This is massive. I love it. These are only... How many can this train take? It's going to be absolutely monstrous. I'm excited. Well, we can't have any more. 21 tons full. We're at 433. We don't have enough to fit another 20 on there. That would take us to 50 odd, 54. Okay. And I think the train's long enough at 11:02, don't you? That's massive. Right. We're going to duplicate this monster, I think. We'll have 2 of them running. Depending. We might not have to do it straight away, as we might take everything on here. So, orders. You are going to go here. Can't wait to see this train. And then you're going all the way down to our sawmill near Milwaukee. And I forgot to toggle it back. There we go. You're done. Right, you're going to get absolutely bombarded with logs shortly. We do have employee quarters. We can't really afford to buy anything else. A little unfortunate. This is temporarily upgraded to Mac. I think that's how the deforestation works. I don't know what building more things on it would do. So like, could we build, for instance, yeah, it's not counting them. This might be the thing that's the deforestation that's extra. And I don't think it's an actual extension. So if we put it in, is it going to happen for us? We could use some coal, right? Let's put a clearing in. Let's just push it to the... Why can't we put that in there? Oh yeah, it's my bad. That is too long. In fact, you can go down there. That looks kind of cool. Okay, that will increase the throughput. Shall we look at our lovely train? Let's do it. This is a monster. We have double-headed Baldwins. Not sure how it's going to go. We're going to press play and watch the game crash. No. You're taking 91. Oh, I'm slightly excited. Maybe one thing we can do is increase loading speed. Unfortunately, it takes lumber tokens, which we could have done had I not messed up the replacement of trains. Okay, we're going to look at our train come by. A double header. You got a nice bump there. That's lovely. Let's not look at that. That looks messy. You got a little lump here, but it's okay. How are you going to fit in here? I'm intrigued. Adding that freight loading speed will counteract a little bit longer trains such as these. I do like a double-headed train though. So this might take an eternity to load up. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, you're going to take maybe... No, do you know what? That isn't taking too long. Lessons learned here. I was always very worried about over-length trains, yeah. And you know what? Don't worry. I kind of like this. Especially for long distances, because you want to take as much as possible and spend your time loading and unloading. Well, there we go. We've got 91 logs on the way. There she goes. You're a beauty. Isn't that impressive? I guess you could triple head them, and when you get diesels you could have like the American consists where they have like three at the front and a couple at the back. Especially for monstrous journeys like this one. Do you know what, guys? I'm hopeful. That's a lot of logs in one go. You know, that's going to be some sort of screenshot at the end. Now, are you filled up? Look at that. We can duplicate it if we can afford it. I think we can. I don't think we have to worry about the loading speed, except for maybe the capacity, the freight capacity. But considering we have enough logs here, let's do it. Let's duplicate that monster. I'm a bit worried about when this ends because it goes back to a normal forest, but we could always sell the train if need be. Let's duplicate you. You cost 156 gold. Cheap as chips. Absolutely. And only 40. You're brilliant. Get up there. There's going to be 2 of those beasts. It's a good job we've got all this chain signaling going on here. Because you are like... You go through multiple blocks. Let's see how this works. It stays green. I want to see how these chains work. Okay, you should stay red until you're clear. Your back end passes this block, which would be ideal for us. So we're going to keep an eye out up there. We'll wait for this signal to turn green. He's off. He's off. It's staying red. I like it. So given that, even when he's out of this section, we should have a train being able to come through here while he waits for him to clear, which will give us a nice bit of spacing. Oh, I love that. I love these trains. Look at that. We've got real trains, guys. Real trains. I mean, the rest are real trains, but that when you think train, you think massive. Oh, you're beautiful. Look at you go. It's going to take you forever to get down here, though. Or not. You're already over halfway. Well, you're about halfway, aren't you? No, not over halfway. That's about halfway. Somewhere around there. Close. Your counterpart is loading up as well. We might be able to run 3 of these. I'm gonna go all the way. Hang on. You only have to pick them up. Could we just like then sell the train with it all on? I guess we should make the money, right? So, okay though. Given this, we need to just clear it from the platform. We don't actually have to take it to the end. So yes, 3 of these trains. We're going to do another one. Hopefully we can afford to run them. I'm thinking maybe another passenger line to be able to afford this. 3 of these would really work for me. I'm a little bit concerned about how this sawmill's going to handle it all. It might be worth seeing what sort of extensions we can buy. Now this would be an option, right? It's an extra. It's coinage. This would be even better, and we're very close. 2 wood to a plank. Do like that. If we can get coal into there, it'll be nice. Look at our planks that started to go. Now remember, we are also making lumber tokens from this whole process. So super worth what we're doing right now. It should increase our throughput of lumber and hopefully get us into the second era quite quickly, and then we can recover from the slight mistake I made. Now I'm a little bit concerned about the spacing here, because we're going to have, although this train is short at the moment, we could have a few issues here with its back end going over this crossing. So what we probably want to do, ideally, is change these, right, to chain signals. Both of these, I would say. And all the way around up to here. Probably up to there. So that it gets to that block there at least. Because I don't want your back end going over here. Because we might do something similar with these. If required, because they're not the most expensive, are they? And we could do it with the smaller trains. I mean, are we keeping up with... We're not keeping up with demand here. I mean, I say that, but... let's put a clearing on. We've got more coal than we do lumber. Let's do that so that our trains are picking up. I lost my train of thought there, guys. Okay. Chain signals, chain signals. Let's do it. Let's do it. We can get rid of that one. And that one. And put this one as a chain signal. We also want that one as a chain signal. Not that way. That would be awkward. We want that one as a chain signal. We'll need that one as a chain signal. I think that will do us. You know, it's not taking him too long to get here, is it? There we go. That should work for us. And then this will be a chain signal. So will that. We'll see how this works. Fingers crossed. Like that. Right, you're sat there. That's supposed to be one way. See, his back end is right out there, isn't it? Given that, then, we could also have a chain signal here. A blocking signal. There. Or here. There. There we go. Would that be right? This should be a block signal, shouldn't it? No, I don't mind that. It's going to wait for him to come out, though. Perhaps that one should be blocking as well. Let's try that. There. Let's try. That releases him, which means it gives us from this signal all the way up to there, and that should be more than long enough for a double-headed train. Now he'll just wait here, which we don't mind. He's releasing the train. Oh, look at our lumber tokens now, guys. That's amazing. Right then. That is perfect. Let's do a bit of storage, shall we? That's massive. Let's do a bit of storage. I like that. It's all going to help. So what's the throughput now? Let's get back into beauty mode. What is the throughput of you now? You're awesome. Love it. Now the question is, how much we're going to be? We're going to need a lumber train, aren't we? We can certainly buy the coal train soon. I believe I only put one of these on because we weren't really going to be struggling. Now we're going to be struggling. Given what we've learned, do you think it's better to double head these? Maybe. Maybe. You seem to carry more. Oh, that's just changed my entire view of this. Okay, so it's going to let him through. I hope. That didn't quite work out as I had planned. Well, no, that did it work? Yeah, that chain signals are interesting. I just saw the situation here where if that train, if this stays green, we can still have that issue here. Right, it's letting him through. But if that stays green, so we've got one too many signals, maybe? No, the chain signals should just chain correctly. But he can technically enter here. The train moving this way could enter here, while this train is about here, and then it would just switch this one to red, but he'll still be sat in that block. You'd have to somehow link this block with this block. I don't know whether you can do that. Oh, that's intriguing. I mean, the other option, right? If this becomes a problem, we can just make a bridge. I think that's all we'd need to do there. Yeah, don't panic. Do not panic. Do we want to make a coal train first? I mean, it would be nice to start getting some more coal into this tool work. We could buy a furniture shop. Absolutely. Let's get us a furniture shop. Have we looked at the furniture shop? I don't think we have. Well, ain't you beautiful? Nice red brick there. Beautiful windows. You can hear them working away. They're all busy. Yeah, let's get that underway then, shall we? We're going to build us another one of these. They were like 80, right? With the lenses on. 2, 3. Gonna have one more, right? That's it. Yeah, they're exactly the right size. Okay, let's give you some orders. Brilliant. All right, guys, this has been exciting for me. I didn't realize you could have so much fun with a long train. Brilliant. I love it. That is my first double-headed train. I wish I'd have done this in the first series now. I mean, this one isn't the double-headed one. Obviously, that's just our normal whole train. But these monsters, I love them. I don't think we'll have too much of an issue here. As long as... Because we do have the block here, which leaves it green all the way up. I think we'll be fine. It's just a bit scary. It's just a little bit scary. The only problem we might have is if that's longer. But I don't think... I think I've got that about sussed. How are we doing on our quest? We're already... No, we're still only 182 in, because I bet our other train hasn't even made it back yet. It hasn't, and we're at capacity, guys. I should have been paying attention to that, shouldn't I? You sausage. Right. I would like this to be a thing. As soon as we've got the money, we'll increase the capacity. In fact, do you know what? Can we afford... We can't afford it. I was going to say, let's duplicate the train. We'll duplicate it when there's a bit of a gap, and then we'll try and spread them out manually. Okay, we're all right here. We're all right. It'll be all right. This is actually dealing with everything that's being thrown at it, which is amazing. The only thing that's not really dealing with is lumber, the actual delivery of it to the tool work. I'm pretty happy with the episode so far, as this I didn't have planned. I thought about doing something like this later on. So the fact that we've got double-headed trains in so early, and that they seem very beneficial for these long routes, has made me excited for the upcoming eras and the big diesel train. Oh, that's brilliant. We're going to have super long trains. We're just going to... The longest train I can think of. Or we can fit in reasonably. Could we just have like a... we could just have a train literally the length of the... No, we're not going to exploit that. Because you could, couldn't you? You could just have it reversed backwards and forwards. I don't know how that would work. Especially if the front of the train needs to be here. I'm not sure how that would work. You'd need the flipping on, which we don't have. We don't have the flip option, or we can duplicate that if we want. How are we doing? Now we're taking about 100 at a time. 1934. We're not going to do it, are we? We're not going to do that. There is no way we're going to do 1,000 in time. Oh, that is unfortunate. Given that, then just throw another train on. Duplicate that one. Do it. Get going. Because you've got enough on there. I mean, we've got a slight problem with the coal. That's fine. We'll figure out something to do with that. I mean, this is the only way I can see to do it. Is just like throw as many trains on as possible. It might be close, but it's taking them an eternity, obviously, to do this route. They are running at full speed, most of it, apart from these corners. You might see them slow down. I don't know how much they slow down on the corners. Yeah, look at that. He drops 37 on the corner. There's no way to get smoother corners. This is just something that you have to consider when building your routes, and not to have too much of that happening. Like, you could, at mega expense, stay straight, and you won't suffer that slowdown. They do seem to pick up speed again quite quickly, so we should be okay. You're loading up. I really don't think we're going to do this. We're not even halfway. I should have started this earlier. Ooh, do you know? Oh, I'd be really tempted. It's a shame it's the first. I was hoping it would be the end of 1934. We could have a bit of a failure there. I'm going to put another train on. Well, we're not at capacity anymore. We're going as fast as that thing can throw stuff onto the platform. Well, let's... can we do it? Not that. I want the station. Let's see if we can build that yet. No, we need 80 plonker. We're not going to do that, are we? There is no way. It's close. No, it's not going to be close, is it? It's already nearly the end of the year. I'm a little sad about that. What I might do then for the next episode is recreate all of what I just did. So we could... so I can get that stocking up and moving straight away. It just cost a fortune to build. Yeah, we're going to struggle with that. We're going to struggle a lot with that. Right, let's build it. Let's build the extension for the station, not the forestry. Get on there. I want you in there. I don't know which way around that's supposed to go. feel like it should go that way, but I'm not sure. Go that way. I never did decide which way that was supposed to go, but that looks like the business. I mean, we can store more now, right? But that's not going to count. We actually have to pick it up. Do you know what? Oh, we can't afford it. We can't afford it. Come on, make those lumber tokens. We want all the trains running on here. This is going to be super busy. We might have to double platform this. That's what I think we'll have to do. Absolutely, because that is monstrous. And we're max on all the things. Well, kind of half expected that. We have a conundrum to try and figure out in the next episode, don't we? And that is, how do we manage all this throughput, all these logs? Well, what we can do straight away is duplicate you, get you going, go, because we're sorting it. Look at us go. You didn't start the train, sir. Sir, you didn't. Sir, did you? No, don't buy more trains. How do we select this train in here? Do we click on it here? I'm just a bit worried about clicking on things. Go. Go, go, go. How are we doing? We're gonna... No, absolutely not. Oh, we're gonna fail. I'm not accepting that. I am not accepting that. I'm not sure whether this counts against you later on. So I will be tempted, in the name of progression, to rebuild everything we did and get that started sooner, and then hopefully not fail it, because we are going to fail miserably. And that's my own fault, and we've learnt a lesson. But it doesn't mean we have to like ditch the entire series. So yeah, just my own sanity. I'll do that should we fail, which we are. I can see we're going to fail. Hey, but it'll be interesting to see what it says when it fails. I've never failed it before, because normally I play on a smaller map and it's a lot easier to achieve that. I mean, loads easier. Yeah, our train's not even on the way back, is it? We'd have to put another one on there. It's a bit of a waste, because we're not really earning, and we're not even close to the throughput up here. Not even close. They might even start heading back. What we really need is a freight station on here to increase capacity, I think. And maybe double head these trains. It's a lot of work for what is going to be essentially a temporary situation to start with. I mean, we're still throwing stuff on the platform, so... But you're not going to be producing, are you? You're not going to be producing at all. No, we need 80. Well, this is... Oh, it's the small one. I thought it was another big one that had gone by. Okay, well, here's that situation getting quite complex. So you're going through, which will be nice, because that will allow... Oh no, he's going to wait up there anyway. Beautiful, okay. Synchronized trains. We're going to need either more of these. You're just not doing it. You're not doing it. I think I want a double header train on here. That's the solution, isn't it? That is definitely the solution. You failed. You failed. Your promises have led me to ruin. My forest is full of rotten wood. I lost a lot of money. I hope you're happy with yourself. Wow. Well, aren't you just brilliant? Okay. Well, no. I'm not accepting that. I'm gonna get us up to the same point. In fact, I'll do it before the mistake that we made. I'll go back as far as just before. We had all our passenger lines already set up. The only thing that we have to I would have to go back and recreate is, let's look together, and I'll make sure. What I can do is take screenshots of the layouts, so we're not doing anything alien when we come back. We'll have everything where it should be, and all it will do is this hiccup where I replace the train here won't happen. In fact, I'll probably look up, not look up, but I'll figure out the safe way of replacing trains automatically, because I don't want to fail any quests. And part of that reasoning was I didn't start this soon enough. And given what we learned today, it was a learning curve. Double-headed, extra long trains. What was it? Almost twice the length of the platform of these? Almost twice the length of the platform. It's absolutely acceptable. I mean, now the station's not producing nearly enough. So, yes, that's what's going to happen, guys. A failure of sorts, but not really. I'm going to mess around with temporal mechanics. We're going to reverse time, go back forward in time, and I'm going to recreate all of this. But we'll start this sooner. We weren't far off considering when we started it. So we'll just start this much sooner. I'll get these loading up. I won't waste 80 odd lumber tokens on a infinitely replaceable train, or replacing train. As Nick said in the comments, he thinks he was Pac-Man. Pac-Man in disguise. I was thinking more Mario, where he's jumping, you know, those little squares with the question marks on that you can keep hitting your head on. It reminded me of that. Right, so let's leave us with a nice shot. Oh, have we got any train action going on here? Because this is nice. We do. Let's leave us at the busy tool works, which we're going to have to keep busy once we're done with it. Everything you see here today will be recreated, but hopefully, I'll start us at the point where we're about to complete the deforestation quest, and that's where we'll start from. So pretty much where we are now, except we failed it. We might finish it sooner. That has been episode 4. Not a disaster. It was a learning curve, and a good one at that. I am super excited for what the rest of this playthrough holds. But we're not out. We're not down and out yet. Yes. Thank you for watching. Come back next. When we're coming back, it'll be Saturday. Come back Saturday, and we'll have that deforestation quest back, and it will be at the point as it's about to be completed. And I won't change anything. I'll recreate this map or these track layouts faithfully, because I think we were heading in the right direction. We just had a slight hiccup. Down to me, really, wasn't it? So I'll leave you with our train pulling away, and until next time, take care.